Yeah, I look for sure. I mean, fitness and health plays a massive part of who you are. And the good thing about fitness is it's measurable. You know, you've got measurable results that you're aiming towards. You're lifting stronger, you're getting faster, you're getting fitter, whatever it is, you know, but you can see these goals getting chipped off along the way. So you need to get proud of who you are and what you're achieving along the way, you know, and then that'll transform into your day-to-day life to be able to be proud of yourself. The hardest thing when you've been through whatever, you know, trauma it is and adversity it is, you know, is it's hard to be proud of yourself. And I hear a lot of people say, oh, yeah, used to do that, but so what, that doesn't matter now. Or, yeah, so what, you know, I was a chef back then, but that doesn't mean anything now, or whatever it is, you know. But I'll try and teach them that, you know, everything that you've done in your life, you've got to take the positives out of it, because they're the building blocks that's going to take you from that day to this, from this day to the next, you know. So it's about combining all those skills together, because that's who you are. It's like not just dropping everything and starting from scratch again, drop this, start again, drop this, start again. It's about combining all those skills that you've learnt along the way that you're proud of, because no one else has achieved them. You've achieved them yourself, so you got to be proud of it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you can have, going back to what we were saying before, you know, you can have one person with you, or you can have 100 people with you, but at the end of the day, it's you who are getting up every day to stay positive, to get through that day and to get through that year and to be able to keep on moving. And what you're achieving in your life is what you're achieving yourself. You know, you have guidance from other people and support from other people, which is awesome, but you know, ultimately it's you who are doing it. So people need to be proud of what they've achieved. Doesn't matter how big or small it is, and just use those skills and combine them, because that's who you are, to be able to move forward and share that with other people, you know?
Beautiful, yeah. My son got a little quad bike off my old man for
cool.
Christmas, right?
Yeah.
And because I race sprint cars, but exactly the way, I had a big crash and stopped doing it, right? Yeah, busted all my face up. But anyway, so my head went negative. I'm not going to talk about me much, but exactly what you're talking about now happened to me 2 days ago. I don't race anything anymore, but I loved it. Back in the day, I loved going fast, mate, and just getting everything out of it. So, but that was years ago. It's stopped now. My son got a quad bike, which isn't a dirt bike. You know, we've got a little bit of acreage there. I made this little track, and he's only 6, so I'm just getting around. And I thought I've got a good idea. Let's make a track and let's time it. On this day, you're only 6, this is the track.
Yeah, that's cool.
This is the speed. Awesome. My wife had to go, and then I got on it, and man, I lit the place up. Just 2 laps. But I got off the thing like, this is who I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I forget. I need that. I need that in my life. It's like when you were a skateboarder.
Yeah.
You probably still are. But that adrenaline you get, it's like being a kid again. It's who I am. That's what I forgot. That's what I need.
Yeah.
You know, just blast that stuff into you every now and then.
Yeah, people get lost,
If you said you mentioned a chef, I imagine someone going, yeah, but that guy left that place, but I used to cook a great whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it's probably best that you dig that stuff up and show the people in your family that dish or something.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
bring it on, and
Yeah.
you'll find that.
I mean, that's who you are. These are the skills you've learned to be who you are, you know, and people put it all aside of who they are because they're trying to be someone else that they're not, you know. These are the building blocks of your life. And, you know, I was dealt some rough cards at the start, but, you know, I've also achieved so much in my life, and, you know, I'd just forgotten about everything because I was hunting this, what I thought was happiness, but really it was peace, you know, and peace of mind of what had happened to, you know, I'd always look for answers. Why is this happening to me? Who did this? And, you know, why was I in this position? Why isn't anyone else like this? Is that, you know, and just asking all these questions instead of just going, you know what, in that whole time, I've just learnt so many skills of who I am, and, you know, I'm proud of who I am now, and I'm proud of what I've achieved. And, you know, it took me 34 years to say that and to be able to believe that, you know, and that's why when people troll or do whatever and say whatever about me, it doesn't bother me because I know who I am and I'm confident with who I am, and, you know, and that's it. Like me, don't like me, that's totally up to you. It's just, this is who I am, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm proud of, and I'm combining all the skills that I've learnt along the way to take forward with me, and that's, things have changed completely in my life because of it.
Yeah, put it there. It's been an hour already.
All right on.
We don't have to stop straight away. So you're going to push a car. I want to ask you a couple of basic questions. Actually, no, this whole time you remind me of this lady who did something great, in my opinion. And I read her story 10 years ago. Because I don't own big motorbikes or anything. I like to ride around on 50cc little scooters around, because I don't want go as fast as sprint cars do. Like I feel like I know the consequences of tearing up.
Yeah.
So I don't want to, put myself on a fast bike. So I'm telling you this story for a reason. So I got on Google one night looking for parts or something, and I found this story of a lady. I believe she was from Noosa, and she just decided her husband left her. I think she was about 50. She just decided to get on her new 50cc scooter that she just bought and go around Australia. As simple as that. It was similar to you. It really was. No support crew, no media. I don't think there was even Facebook. It was a 10-year-old story, perhaps. So it's just this blog online or, And she just did it. She just avoided all the highways. Just think of, 50-year-old lady who'd never changed a tyre in her life, just deciding, I got to get out of the way. I'm going to go. And it's a cool story. By the time she got round to, forgive me, she's from Perth.
Yeah.
She 1 hour away from reaching her destination. She took a tent too. She was just camping in places. She saw all sorts of crazy things happen. People picked up on her story, like news story. By the time she got back into WA, there was all these people bringing her home. Come on, have dinner with us. Yeah. Her bike blew up. She didn't. I think her tyre. 1 hour from home, the tyre busted. She got that fixed. Some guy went, yeah, I heard about you. And he changed the tyre for her. And the motor blew up just before home. No. But I think she borrowed someone else's bike and got home. I just wanted to say that story. But it makes me feel like, hey, you're sitting opposite me now. I'm feeling in a little bit of a personal hole. I'm not really,
Right.
but where's the new... we're sitting here in a business that we run here.
Yeah.
I've been flogging it for 18 months. Yeah, it's great. But now I'm like, I need a new challenge. I need to be in a thing, something with a focus. You feel like you're inspiring me to think that. I'm going to be dead one day. And is there anything that I want to do, just like that lady did? She got on a bike and just did it. Do you have anything that's coming up that you really want to do, or?
Oh, look, there's definitely a few things that I want to do. There's, I want to go and paddle in the Arctic Circle and hang with the Inuits over there, and I want to go run with a tribe in Kenya and run across Kenya.
Have you got girlfriend holding you back?
No, there's no. I wouldn't be able to do any of this.
That's the secret. I swear it is.
Not many. I'm just going to go paddle down to Bondi. I might get eaten by a shark. I might not come back. Okay, see you, darling. But that's not going to happen. It's like you're not going anywhere.
Well,
but it's not just that. It's me. I don't want people to worry about me while I'm on these things. Also, and plus also like I was saying, I know who I am and I know what I want, and I've been married before and divorced, and it's I've had some bad relationships as most people have, you know what I mean, and they're going to them for probably the wrong reasons because they're a bit needy at the time maybe, or whatever it is, or the girl's telling them that they should be in this relationship, and but for me, I'm not needy, and I know what I want, and I know the right person will come along at the right time, and until then, I'm just happy to cruise and just do my thing,
Could be an Inuit.
Could be an Inuit.
Nice little Inuit.
You never know,
sort of hood.
You never know.
When did you move to the coast?
So I moved here when I was 17 from Adelaide, and then
what part of the coast?
Coolangatta.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so I've always been down Coolangatta. I live in Currumbin now, and I absolutely love it there. It's just perfect for my training and paddling and everything, and it's good. So I just I was here for about 8 years, and I travelled around a bit, and then I lived in Melbourne for 8 years, and I came back up here about 3 years ago. And
what part of Melbourne then?
St Kilda, Elwood.
So by the water, okay.
Yeah, by the water, but it's
Do you
not
get in it much?
Not really. It's the most toxic beach in the world, really.
Yeah.
But, but I was still near water.
What was it like though, for someone like you to
Look,
not
it was
get
good
in the
for the
water?
first 4 years, and then sort of died out. So I was probably there 2 years too long, but that's just what it is, and it's what made me be who I am now. And but it was definitely the right time and the best thing I ever did coming back up here. And I've got a lot of local support up here, which is awesome, and that's why I brought this event up here as well. I was going to go across Australia, but I thought I'd keep it local and just get other people involved here who see me on these challenges, like my skate across Route 66, and just get them involved and just show the support back and really try to push my message out here. And, I'm going to build training retreats here for kids. So I'll just start bringing everything back here and get the Gold Coast City Council involved and really build and make a good change here on the coast, which is needed, I think,
Right. What's a good supplement to have?
I don't go too much into supplements. I'll have BCAAs and electrolytes. It's probably the most that I have. I'll have a good clean protein powder every now and then, like when I'm in training. But definitely BCAAs and electrolytes are, I think, the most important.
Like a daily sort of?
Only when I'm training.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Just, I try not to take too much, because if I'm on these multi-day events and I run out, I don't want my body to be starving of that and me to deplete from it. Just try and keep as natural as I can. And, I eat fairly good, but not as good as most people think I would eat. I just keep a normal balance and just live a regular life. And people keep telling me, oh, you need to have this or you need to have that, and you need to eat cleaner and you need to do this. And I'm like, well, I'm already breaking world records and doing what no man's ever done before. May not be spot on, but it's working for me. You know what I mean? So it's, but
anything
I don't
you
eat
don't
junk.
eat?
I don't eat like too much junk food, but I'll have pizzas and stuff. But I won't go to Macca's or anything like that. And I'm gluten free, so so that kind of helps as well. And I just kind of eat what I eat. When I train hard, and same thing. Most people overtrain, or they're like, oh, you must train 4 times a day. And it's like, well, I train like once a day, twice a day. But, when I do train, I'll make sure I put in the full 100%, not just little dribs and drabs. And
you train alone, or?
Yeah, most times I train alone. I've got a boot camp that I run, free boot camp on Tuesday and Thursday mornings in Currumbin, and then I have a free running club.
What's that called? Where do you find that?
Just at Winders Park in Currumbin and Jurgen Street, just by the river there. So Tuesday, Thursday mornings at 6 a.m. Anyone's welcome to just come down. I just set up and just train people for free, and it just takes the excuses out of people's lives. It's like, I can't afford a personal trainer. It's like, right, well, it's free, so just turn up and start training. And then I have a little running club called Run with Rider, and we run Monday and Wednesday nights, and we'll do from 5 to sort of 8.5, 10Ks and hill runs, and just mix it up, beach runs and everything. And the results that people are getting from there is amazing. You know what I mean? It's just, and everyone runs at their own pace. And say for me, I run a bit quicker than everyone else, but I don't run at the slower people pace. I run at my own pace, and then once I'm about 100 metres, 200 metres in front of everyone, I double back, pick everyone up, and then run with them, and then keep on running again. So over 6Ks, the slower people might run 6Ks, but I'll run maybe 8Ks. Right. And it's good, and I'll make sure that start together, we finish together, and no one gets left behind. And
it's a good track for you too.
Yeah, it's good, everyone's at a different level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I should be running further than them and faster than them. You know what I mean? But because everyone doubles back to pick up, the people who aren't running as fast. Well, people don't get left behind, and they don't feel like, oh shit, well, I'm not going to come running here because you guys just take off and I'm left on my own. So no one gets left on their own. And always trying to make sure that the faster runners, when we're coming in, it's about 200 metres to go, make sure the faster runners double back behind the slower runners, and the slower runners always finish first.
Okay.
Well, they always finish first, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's just everyone's a part of it, and that's how the camaraderie